Yeah, my conversation with ESPN was like, oh, we can't give you a show, Brandon, because you've said too many bad words on YouTube. Also, ESPN letting Marshawn Lynch say f***ing shit while riding a Hennessy buzz on live TV. Make up your mind, ESPN. Welcome back to Odd Man Sports. I'm some guy, Brandon Perna, here every week to break down the odds and oddities of the sports world. So take a moment and subscribe. Sometimes my brain stops working. Subscribe to this show. Subscribe to my other show, That's Good Sports. What's in store for today? Well, I've got the inside scoop on Aaron Rodgers' next big move, an inside joke on this whole Kyrie situation, and an inside peek at the party footage the Chiefs don't want you to see. I'm such a tease. Dinks and Dunks. And before we get into the show, I have $100 to give away to one lucky viewer. This week, golfer Rickie Fowler and his wife, pole vaulter Allison Stoke, announced they're having a girl in November, and the baby's name will be a game time decision. No, that's not the baby's name. That's when they're deciding on the name. So, predict the name of baby Fowler in the comment section, and the first person with the correct answer wins a $100 gift card. Easy. Now let's talk some sports. In NFL news, the Chiefs stink, and Patrick Mahomes leads the league in interceptions. And the Bengals are legit good, and Joe Burrow is the leading candidate to co-host my next show. That's good hair. Ain't that right, Joey? Now after Kansas City's 27-3 loss in Tennessee, local reporter Harold Kuntz tweeted that he overheard Chiefs safety Tyrann Mathieu telling Titans fans to, quote, sit on a guys, I think you bleeped the wrong word there. After Kansas City's latest loss in Tennessee, local reporter Harold tweeted that he heard Chiefs safety Tyrann Mathieu telling Titans fans to, quote, sit on a dick. Yeah, that's correct. That's better. Honey Badger denied the allegation and called the reporter a liar, which is definitely not the worst thing old Harry Kuntz has been called. Note to Rickie Fowler, do not name your baby Harry Kuntz. After working the Chiefs-Titans game, longtime NFL replay official Carl Madison passed away on Sunday. He was 71 years old. And wait just a minute, folks. I think they're going to take another look at this. Did Madsen officially cross over to the other side? This one may be coming back.
A few minutes later.
And after further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Still worth the challenge. R.I.P. Carl. Now, during the Ravens' 41-17 loss to the Bengals, those listening on the radio were treated to this interesting exchange.
Tyler Boyd has it for a short gain out to the 34-yard line. Again, impressive coverage by Anthony Avery.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
If you were listening, you heard Femi say, what are you doing? What are you doing? We actually had a fan who was trying to climb into the broadcast booth.
It turns out the Ravens fan was just looking for a drink, which is understandable considering a Zach Taylor-led squad is hanging a 40 spot on you. Bears head coach Matt Nagy announced he had tested positive for COVID, which doesn't explain his season-long brain fog. According to Nagy, he's asymptomatic, and his plan is to manage the virus the same way he manages his team, by focusing on rest, health, and adding more ginger to his system than experts advise. In NBA news, 20-year-old LaMelo Ball became the second youngest player to score 30 points in a season opener. Only Lamar Odom at age 19 was younger. Asked about LaMelo's feat, Odom replied, "Got any crack?" And finally, a heartwarming and viral story from the Bucs game in which Tom Brady gave a hat to a 9-year-old boy holding up a sign that read, "Tom Brady helped me beat brain cancer." Wow, that's very inspiring. And yet, there was almost no press pickup when I held up the equivalent sign. My endocrinologist helped Tom Brady beat the Chiefs. Money talks. Kyrie Irving is currently making $17 million a year to not play basketball. And while his message these days may be muddled, it appears to have reached the Brooklyn masses. Irving has stated he's not anti-vax and that his decision is more about the freedom to make his own decisions. At least, that's what I think he said. And if you think this Kyrie stance is hard to follow, wait till you hear his Thanksgiving take.
We don't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore. We call it Give-Ember. There's a murder scene out there for Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna get into too many details on here, but we can't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore. We gotta give more healthy options to our community.
I'm confused. Who's getting murdered here? The Native Americans? Or the thousands of throat-slit turkeys he's handing out? I'm honestly unsure. The biggest loser in all of this, though? Is it Kyrie? KD? Nets fans? No. The biggest loser in all of this is Duke, his prestigious alma mater, who cannot erase the fact that they admitted this low-wattage contrarian. And while big-time Duke athletes like Irving bring in a lot of money for the school, it's probably not worth the negative effect it has on the school's academic reputation. Because this kind of admissions material never goes away.
Choosing a college can be a little overwhelming, but with the help of some classmates, I can tell you why some Duke students decided to come here.
Definitely because of the people here. I feel like it's a lot more of a collaborative environment than any other colleges that I looked at.
There's nowhere else where you can have, fun debates about music, but then you could switch over into debating politics.
If the people understood what words could do to a human being, especially where we are in today's society, then they wouldn't be invested in that. So I'm not here to dispel anything. You can continue to ask other people around me about what they think about me and continue to write about mood swings. Human beings have mood swings.
Odd man out. Well, it's Hallows Eve, Halloween, which means two things for NFL fans. One, we finally get to find out why Aaron Rodgers has been growing his hair out. And two, it's time for Tyreek Hill's annual blowout Halloween bash. Now, Rodgers, of course, set off a firestorm of speculation when he went onto Pat McAfee's show and said this about his upcoming costume.
I have a month-ish until Halloween, and this has been a year in the making for my costume. I'm not going to give it away.
Wow.
But it's somebody who is a hero of mine who has, long-ish hair.
These two clues had media companies like Sports Illustrated, USA Today, and the New York Post speculating that Rodgers might be dressing as the Dude or the Undertaker. But I actually know his costume. Not because I have a Packers QB whisperer, but because I have an internet connection that can access the August 25th episode of Pat McAfee's show.
My hair heroes growing up were, Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal, guys like that. Keanu Reeves, of course, has always been a personal hero of mine, whatever he's doing. I don't really know, other than John Wick, what he's been up to.
Seagal's hair is too dark, so that means it's either Chuck Norris or John Wick. My guess is John Wick. So, sorry to ruin the surprise for everyone. Now, once you have a kid of your own, you're no longer allowed to dress up for Halloween. I actually think it's illegal. So my Halloween this year will be spent curled up in bed, retweeting photos of people dressed up like me while my wife hands out candy. Don't forget to use the hashtag #ForTheBrandon. And while I'd rather eat an apple full of razor blades than go to an actual Halloween party, I have to admit, hearing Tyreek Hill hosts an annual Chiefs Rager sounded pretty enticing.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tyreek Hill. Tonight is a big night as we launch our Halloween party.
This is gonna make Paul Pierce's stripper hang look like a Bible study. Mountains of cocaine, a Hennessy luge, music so loud the speakers might blow out. Okay, so it's still early in the party. I'm sure once Patty Mahomes gets there, things will crank up to 11.
Animals, dolphin.
Cheetah. Horse.
Turtle. Cow. Cat. Dog. Giraffe.
Lizard.
Dolphin.
Platypus.
You said I said dolphin. Oh.
Get your ass down!
What the hell? The 85 Bears party harder than this. Currently, and they're all at least 60.
The category is colors. Yellow.
Red.
Blue.
Orange. Turquoise. Cyan. Aqua. Orange.
Teal.
I'm 99% sure Garrick Dieter repeated orange just so he could go home. Now, should we draw any correlations between the Chiefs' loser ways off the field and their inability to win on it? Probably not. But it's a good reminder that even though these guys are superstar athletes, they're just like most people. And most people are huge dorks. And Broncos fans know it's not a real Halloween party until Swag Kelly shows up dressed as Woody from Toy Story, gets kicked out of the party, and then tries to enter a home that's not his and is chased out of the domicile with the vacuum cleaner. That's how you party like a football team on Halloween. Alright, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and to add your Fowler baby names in the comments. And if you dress like me for Halloween, I might actually shit myself, which isn't nothing. Trick or treat.